Jean here. Today's tutorial will be on my everyday makeup. I thought it would be fun to show you just my routine, what I do every single day. It usually takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to do my makeup. I thought it would be fun for you guys to go grab your makeup bags and come play makeup with me. I know you have things that will work great, so let's get started. First, we are going to moisturize our skin. I am using Cetaphil. This is the Daily Facial Moisturizer, and it has SPF 15, which I love. I'm just going to use my fingers for this. And I love that it has the SPF in it because I'm kind of a freak about keeping my face out of the sun. Okay, so we're good and moisturized. Next, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Master Prime. This is a Blur and Illuminate primer. I use about a pea-size amount, and I really just focus on my T-zone area and my cheeks, where I really want my makeup to stick, under my eyes, and where my pores are a little bit bigger. I love this one because it gives you that dewy, glowy look as well. And you guys, I just ordered a makeup light, so hopefully my videos will be brighter and lighter soon. You can't even really tell how dewy this is, but I promise it is. Okay, so we are good and primed. Next, I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This color is 202, and I just put it on the back of my hand. I'll try and show you here. I do about a quarter size amount, and then I'm using my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and you just dip into the back of your hand, and you're gonna start going in on your face until you get the whole thing covered. There's really no science to it. Just make sure you get everything nice and covered. I like this one for an everyday foundation when I'm just running around doing errands, momming real hard, you know, nothing too fancy. I like to save my high-end makeup, you know, my department store stuff, for more special occasions. I'm going out on a date, things like that. So this is a really awesome foundation. I do love how skin-like it is. It's not super full coverage, but it is buildable. So we're just getting everywhere on our face. Now I'm going to set it with this e.l.f. It's a transparent finishing powder, and it's just clear. So it's white, colorless, weightless. It doesn't add any cake or weight to the face. I'm just using a fluffy brush to apply it with, and I'm just gonna mattify my T-zone area where I tend to get kind of shiny and the most oily. I want this section of my face to be really dewy and glowy, so I'm not gonna touch that. And then if you get, you know, pretty oily during the day, you can touch up with this. It does come with a little sponge on the bottom, so you can just keep that in your purse and it's not gonna make you look cakey. Okay, moving on to concealer. I love this Maybelline. It's Better Skin, and I always get the lightest one you can get, no matter the concealer, because I like to look really awake, really alive. This one is Ivory 10 is the color. And I like that this one comes with a wand. So I am just going to paint it on under my eye. And you want to make like a triangle shape. So kind of a triangle right here. Take it out a little bit for your highlight. You're gonna look like you have war paint on. It's fine. We will blend that shiz in uno momento. Okay, so we have our concealer on. I like to take a beauty blender, and then we're just gonna blend out that concealer. I like to call concealer sleep in a bottle because it really does just make you look so awake. And especially since I'm a new mom and I need all the help I can get. Always do concealer on top of your foundation. It will really brighten. I feel like if you do concealer first, it just gets lost in your foundation color, and what's the point? Unless you have, you know, super dark purple circles, then you can counteract with a certain color. Okay, so we have our concealer all on, foundation done. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna contour, which I know scares a lot of you. Even just the word contour, you're like, ah, that just seems so hard. It's not. So I am taking MAC bronzer in the color bronze, and I am using this brush. You can use any brush, but I like that this is tapered to like fit that contour of your cheek. So get a little product on your brush, kind of swirl it off or tap it off so you're not like painting a stripe on. And then wherever you suck your cheeks in, that's where you want to focus that color, just under your cheekbone. You don't want to bring it out here though, because then it will start looking muddy and dingy. So I'm just gonna apply my color, and I'm just gonna do circular motions, kind of go up on my temple a little bit, and then down on my jaw, a little bit by my ear. So what you want to do is make a 3 or an E shape, like this, okay? And that's where your contour goes. So the difference is crazy. It just, after you do your foundation, it kind of just blanks everything out. This brings life back into your skin and gives you that summery glow. So same thing on this side. I'm gonna start kind of under my cheekbone, up on my temple, and then down on my jaw. Now don't hold the brush clear up here. You wanna let the brush do all the work. So give it a little leeway. You wanna hold it towards the end of the brush and really let that work and blend. And then I like to take a little bit up in my hairline right here, just to give me that, I don't know, almost like I've been out in the sun all day look. But not, because that's really bad for you. Okay, so there is our bronzer. Easy peasy. Next, we're gonna do our blush. And this blush is from NARS. It's called Taj Mahal. It totally broke, so I'll just show you this way. Looking at this, you would think, oh my gosh, that looks like drag queen makeup. That is so orange, freaks me out. No. Trust me on this one. It's really pretty on. Take a blush brush, anything in this shape is fine. This is actually a Merle Norman brush. My grandma used Merle Norman for years, and I've probably had this brush for a good, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. And it's the Merle Norman Blush 59941. It has been my favorite blush brush ever. I know that's kind of silly, but it's a good one. So, blush, where you smile, the apple of your cheek, that meaty part of your cheek, that's where you want to focus your blush. So you're gonna look like a cheese ball and smile, and right where your cheek kind of raises up right there, that meaty part, that's where you want to focus your blush. And this will also give you that like pretty tan look. Okay, next we are going to do our highlight. This is L'Oreal, it's a Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator, and the color is Rose. And as you can see, I love it. I like almost need a new one. And then any brush that looks like this, that's just a little bit smaller, we're just gonna go in at the top of our cheekbone, kind of our temple area and under our eye. And you want to make like a C shape right here. And this is going to give you that J-Lo glow that is so pretty that we all want. So same thing on this side. Now when you're contouring, I had a trainer once tell me an easy way to remember how to contour. Think of Neapolitan ice cream. So you have your chocolate, which is your bronzer, okay? Your strawberry or your peaches and cream ice cream. I like kind of a more orangey tone. And then your vanilla, which is your highlight. So Neapolitan, easy way to remember it if you ride the struggle bus with contour. Next, we're moving on to eyes. I use this every single day. It's Painterly, let's see here. It's a paint pot from MAC. It's flesh color, and I just use my fingers to apply it. We're just gonna put it over our lid. This is an eyeshadow base, like a primer, like insurance for your eyeshadow. but I use it just because I always do my makeup really quickly. So we're just gonna put that over our whole lid. And do you see how it just evens everything out? All those tones and veins and everything. It just covers those puppies up. So same thing over here. And you don't need a ton, just enough to cover that whole eyelid. And that's seriously all I do as far as eyeshadow goes every single day. I just love it. It just looks natural and it works for me. So I stick with that. Okay, eyebrows. We are going to use the e.l.f. palette. Get a small angled brush. Just make sure it's really thin and not like a fat, shorter angled brush. And this is the e.l.f. brow set, and it is a pomade and a powder, so it's the lightest one. It's called Light. I'm gonna dip into my pomade first and then go directly into my powder. And I am going to just kind of draw some structure to my brow. I don't like to fill in a ton up here. I hate when it looks just painted on. I know I've done another brow tutorial, so I won't totally get into all that again, but I just feel like less is more with eyebrows, and even brunettes can use like lighter colors. I just feel like it keeps it looking more natural. And then we're gonna extend our tail, you guys see? Because mine is like non-existent, and most women's it's pretty sparse right here. Eyebrows are really important, you guys. They are the frame of the face. You don't really hang a picture on your wall without a frame on it. It's kind of the same concept. So I'm just gonna fill in my arch a little bit. And remember, brows and winged liner are sisters, not twins. So don't beat yourself up and spend all dang day trying to get them exactly perfect. The next step is just going to complete the brow, marry everything together. This is a Rimmel, it's a clear brow gel. And what I love about this is it holds your brows into place all day, and it pulls that product up, and so it just kind of fills things in. I like the clear. I feel like, I don't know, especially on me, the colors just look too dark and muddy and weird. So I'm gonna pull that bottom color up through the rest of my brow. And I like my brows to stand straight up right in the front. And then just kind of how your brows naturally grow is where I'm gonna plaster those suckers down so they don't move all day long. And it buffs out that color too, the little spoolie brush on this, and it just keeps everything looking nice and natural. So you don't have Sharpied on eyebrows. And it will dry and look a lot better. You can kind of see a little bit of gel and stuff right now, but next, I'm going to take some concealer. Any concealer will work, just use a really light concealer. This is Master Conceal by Maybelline. Maybelline. I think it's Maybelline. Yeah, it's Maybelline. And the color is 10 Fair. Again, I'm gonna put a tiny bit, smaller than a pea size, on the back of my hand. And I'm taking a synthetic brush, something like this. I believe this is the 239 brush. Oh, 232. I am so rusty on my numbers. And we're just gonna dip in and carve those brows out and make them nice and crisp. This just finishes the brow off. And it's so nice because then you don't have to do a brow highlight. And then I just kind of use my fingers to blend out that color so it doesn't look like a straight line. And I'll use the brush. But I love that it keeps it looking like skin. I'm not a fan of shimmer under my eyebrow. I never have been. I just like it really natural looking. Like so. Okay, that side is done. It just looks all cleaned up and ready. Now we're gonna go on to the other side, dipping on the back of our hand. I'm gonna do some false eyelashes today. It's a Monday and I really wouldn't wear false eyelashes, but I wanna teach you guys how to put them on. My favorite are by Ardell. They're the Wispies. And the pair I'm going to apply right now, I've actually stacked two together, which I'll teach you guys how to do that sometime as well. Duo glue is the best glue you can buy. I love the clear because, especially if you're a beginner, if you buy the dark glue and you go in and you accidentally hit your eye after you've done all your eyeshadow, that dark glue is gonna stamp on your lid and totally just F up your eyeshadow. Sucky. So if you have the clear, it really won't make a difference and you won't even be able to notice. I just love the clear. So we're gonna go in, try and show you guys, very, very thin amount of glue on that lash band. Don't get too much because it needs to get tacky. 30 seconds to a minute, we're gonna let it dry before we apply it. Don't let it dry. It is going to be slipping and sliding all over your eye and you're gonna get so fed up and frustrated and just not put false lashes on. So key is letting it get really tacky. And measure the lashes to your eye. Usually they're a little bit too wide, so just trim a few hairs off and so they fit properly. That's another really good little trick. Left eye, I hold the inner corner with tweezers and the outer corner with my pointer finger and my thumb. And I can't look in the phone, I gotta look in the mirror for this. I usually stamp the lash down in the middle first and then kind of fit the corners on with my tweezers. And you're just fitting it in that little groove between your lashes and your lid. Like so. And then I take the false lash and pinch it to my natural lash. Okay, so we have this side done, and what a difference it makes to have false lashes. I don't do mascara until after because I feel like the mascara acts as glue and it marries the natural lash to the false lash, kind of sticks them together. Same thing on this side. Have our lashes on, and these are pretty dramatic. If you're starting out with lashes, I would not double stack them. I would just kind of wear one, or even the demi wispies are really pretty and natural looking. So next I'm going to go in with mascara. Any mascara will be great. This is the MAC Extended Play, and I am just going to go and coat my natural lash like up to the false lash. You kind of touch the false lash, but don't coat it, if that makes sense. And that will preserve them as well, so you can wear them multiple times. Same thing on this side. Okay, so lashes are on and we are done pretty much with everything. And now I'm going to apply my lip. And since I'm kind of wearing a nautical shirt today, I thought it would be fun to go with a kind of a red lip. So this is ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Pacific. I love these, and they're like $6. They're amazing. It's kind of a fun orangey red. And this is a matte, an ultra matte lip. So it's a liquid lipstick, dries matte. I can kiss my baby with it on. I can eat. It doesn't go anywhere. A really good tip for taking off liquid lipsticks, because I know they're kind of a pain in the butt. If I'm out and about, I'll use a baby wipe that I have in my diaper bag. That seems to work okay. And then if I'm at home, coconut oil is amazing. I just have it in my kitchen, put a little bit on, grab a paper towel, comes right off. Okay, let's take my awesome clips out. Okay, and there we have it. Kind of just my everyday makeup look, minus the lashes. I don't do that every day. But it usually takes me about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to apply my makeup. I don't spend a ton of time. Obviously talking it through and explaining it takes a little more time. This is pretty much what I do every day. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Mwah.